Okay, Andy, are you ready for another exciting unboxing? It's an innovative product.
Yeah.
Probably a bit of a market changer.
Right.
And I think it's important that we bring this to the rowing modelling audience.
Now you know I really do like new scale products.
You do. I know you're enjoying the scale products. Here we go.
Yay!
Flash.
Yeah. Flash. Saviour of the universe.
It will be.
Yeah.
Save the Hobbit. No, what we've got is we have got the new Hornby Playtrains Set. First one out of the box. Literally in this case, because we haven't unboxed it. So we're going to have a look inside and see what this is. And I know we might not take this entirely seriously, but this is actually a very important product.
Yeah.
Because although I suspect a lot of our standard readers won't be looking to buy this for themselves, there's an awful lot of youngsters out there who will look forward to having one of these as a present in the near future.
Now this was obviously announced right at the beginning of this year. Obviously a brand new range from Hornby for the junior end of the market. And I've got to say, from what we initially saw, seems a lot better than the previous junior product.
I think so. I think the idea is that this is actually a proper range, as you say, and it's more than just a range. So we've got Flash here, which is the basic set, but there are 2 other locomotives available. There are goods wagons available. There are points available. But beyond just the physical stuff, there's also a whole website available with stories about Flash, colouring in stuff, loads of activities for youngsters. So this is really quite an all-encompassing world, more than just one train set, which is what the previous junior efforts were aimed at.
Yeah. Now it's actually quite a compact box. That's my initial impression for a set.
It's a nice size. I mean, we've got Flash on the front. We've got all the details of the other stuff on the back. So that we've got Bolt and Thunder, which are the 2 sort of class 60-ish looking locomotives.
Right.
Extra coaches and also extra track. Nice picture of kids enjoying themselves with the set there on the back. It is for ages 3+, so I think we both qualify in that respect. And of course, one of the things is it's got a remote control.
Right.
So no messing around with track pickups or anything. All the stuff that goes wrong when you've got a layout.
So this is a new entry product. How much is it?
I believe the RRP of this is about £50, but obviously there'll be discounts. I think technically $49.99, but let's be honest, there will be discounts, and the follow-up sets of Bolt and Thunder I think are about £30.
That is actually less than the RRPs on the most basic Hornby 00 ranges, things like the Rambler or whatever.
Everything in this actually comes out as, looks like the economics are very good for the market that it's aimed at.
Okay.
But let's get in the box. Yeah. Come on, that's what you're excited about, isn't it? Yeah, that's okay. And here we go. Well, I'm going to say the first thing that strikes me.
Yeah.
Cardboard packing.
Right.
Very ecologically friendly.
Apart from the plastic bit there.
Well, apart from the plastic bag, which includes instructions and all sorts of stuff. So let's start with the box.
Yeah.
And what we have in here is some plastic track, which is sort of rubber banded together.
Yeah, we need to get into these, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We need to get into these.
Yeah.
And it's, it's 00 track, isn't it? It looks like 00 track.
It feels sort of like quite sturdy. It's not flat
actually. Yeah. It's quite flappy, and there's a hole in the middle for you to screw it down to a baseboard.
And you're not screwing it into my table.
Yeah. Right, Andy here is demonstrating how it clips together.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, no fish plates or anything. Plastic clips on the end.
Have you got the instructions?
Do you think we'll need them? Well, we seem to be doing that. Okay, we have in the box as well. We'll clip the track together later and show you how it works. We have, obviously. We have wrapped up in tissue, again, nice ecological touch. We have Flash, complete with 1 coach, and obviously the tailing as well. I have to say, first impressions, it's got a bit of weight to it as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
And it's not a shiny cheap plastic, is it? It's actually got quite a nice finish to it.
It has got quite a nice finish, and it feels, I have to say, it feels quality.
Yeah.
But again, something the previous Junior set didn't entirely manage.
Yeah.
Magnetic couplings. This is obviously the power unit because the two are stuck together. Magnetic couplings, which will be consistent through the range. And there we have it. So we're also going to need the remote control. It does say that batteries are required for all this stuff, so we'll go. What we'll do is we'll plug everything together and put some batteries in and give it a quick run in a minute.
Yeah.
In the plastic bag, which is not stapled together, so you can put stuff back in it and reuse the plastic bag.
Actually, it's a sensible point, but you don't want your 3-year-old impaling themselves on a staple on Christmas morning.
Precisely. We have a fold-up tunnel,
right,
and a fold-up platform.
You've given this to the engineering department, so let's see how complicated it is.
The platform actually is pretty much pre-formed, just squeeze it around.
Yeah.
We have a station building. Oh, hold on, we've missed out a step. There is, and I wasn't expecting this.
That's my eagerness, isn't it? So,
it is. There are some instructions, but we like to think we're grown up, so we like to think we're ahead of all that sort of thing. But obviously more sensible people read the instructions. What there is a track mat. So what we'll do is we will put this lot together and get it running. Back in a moment. Stuff. One thing you will need is you will need 4 AA batteries for the loco and 2 AAA batteries for the controller. Quite like the fact that the battery box drops out at the bottom of the loco. That's a lot easier than those fiddly battery boxes on the end of bits of wire. Makes putting the batteries in an absolute doddle. Right, okay, we've got the track set up, we've got the train set up, we've got two AAA batteries in the handset, and we've got 4 AA batteries in the loco. Let's give it a go. One button push, and off we go.
That's good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. It runs very smoothly, I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
I've got a few chassis that don't run this smooth. It's
so is it simple on off, or is there any speed?
No, there is speed as well, and we can go. Hold on.
Are you struggling?
Yes. What you've got to do is you've got to make sure that somebody hasn't put the tunnel between you and the controller, because there's a little receiver on top of the loco and transmitters on the controller. And there we go. Bit more speed.
Right.
Slowing down as well. And reversing.
My God, the passengers must be feeling a bit ill here now.
Well, that's all right, because ready for this?
Go on.
We have lights, which admittedly are not in the direction of travel,
Yeah.
because they're only on the powered end of the locomotive.
Ah, so there's only one loco that's powered?
Yes, it's
right.
that pair there are powered, and then the other pair, the other end is dead. Okay, we have lights. We have a thing marked train. That's a
so
horn.
it makes it a squeaking noise.
A squeaking noise horn.
Yeah. Does it do that when it's stopped?
Well, that's what I'm going to find out. You do need to be fairly accurate with the old control. Ah. Let's try and stop that song.
Yeah.
Let's try and stop. Right, we have some sounds.
Diddly dum, diddly dum, diddly dum. Ah.
Diddly dum, diddly dum, diddly dum sounds. That's trains passing by the sound of it.
Right.
That's the picture of a train, so that would make sense. It's trains passing.
Yeah.
Okay, and the one that looks like a loud horn. Yeah. And then a small horn. Oh, no. Oh, that's obviously sound on and off.
Yeah.
That's good news. Hey parents, that button there switches the sounds off.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not noisy.
No.
We've had to obviously lean in a little bit to listen to the sounds. So I suppose the kids might want it a little bit louder, but the parents will probably be quite happy that it's not that loud.
No, I think that's quite a well thought out job there. In fact, that it isn't blaring out everywhere. The sounds are actually quite good. They're not too loud.
It's play value.
It's play value ultimately.
Yeah.
But okay, let's start him off, and there we go. Now, I've got to be honest. This does seem to work quite well. The model itself is quite heavy.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of speed to it if you want it.
Yeah.
It is very controllable. And there is an emergency stop as well.
Is it Andy proof?
Is it Andy proof?
That's the big test.
Well, don't forget, of course, we've also got a station to put in there. So while he plays, let me see if I can put the station together. And I'm going to say the track mat itself shows an awful lot of potential, doesn't it? Because you've got space there for quite a bit in the way of in the way of sidings.
Yeah.
Now, I should say we are going to try this on some real children as opposed to us big kids. So that's why we're not sticking the buildings together permanently.
I think they might actually do a bit better at it than our fat fingers. But which button was that?
That's that button there, the one I told you switches the sound off.
Oh, I couldn't find that.
Yeah.
See what I mean? The kids will have a better grasp of it.
Yeah, three pluses are going to have no problem there. Right.
No, obviously we haven't read any instructions whatsoever.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Right.
And then the station clips into the top of that. This is all quite a thick cardboard, so I think it's going to take a few assemblies and disassemblies quite happily.
And it's actually a gloss finish to it, so it's not going to get mucky in 10 minutes flat either.
No, it's not.
Wipe down to sort of get your drool off it.
Yeah, okay, now let's see if we can unclip a bit of track. It comes apart quite nicely. Poke the tunnel in there. And I'm being feet. There we are. Actually, you line it up. This track goes together exceptionally well. I'm very pleased with that. Right, and hopefully, here we go.
Will it make it?
Will it make it through the tunnel? Have we put it together enough, or have you messed it up, Andy? Hey! Well, what do you reckon? Would a young Andy be pleased to receive this as a present?
It depends how young.
Yes.
It is very much aimed at, I suppose, the preschool ages in terms of the colouring. It's a vaguely Eurostar style thing, so it's recognisable as a modern train that kids would say out and about. The livery's probably no worse than some of the ones on the rail railway.
No, I can imagine there's a real railway company looking at this and going, And now I think the other thing is that you get this, and I say it's very much a package. There is a story that's associated with Flash, and a series of stories, I believe, is the plan. So
yeah, because you've got the website, supporting material, as you say, stories. This on its own, even if it hadn't got sort of like the Hornby label on it, you wouldn't be disappointed in value for money as a present, would you?
No, I don't think it is. I think one of the things is that, we've quoted the RRP. They will be cheaper. They'll be cheaper available through the trade, and I have to say it feels quality.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's not too shiny. Yeah. I like the colours. I like the fact the noise isn't too loud. The track is nice and solid. It'll take a fair bit of abuse. There's plenty of play value in here. To be honest, you could take this outside and run it on the lawn, as long as it's flat enough. Certainly on the patio, you wouldn't worry about that. It feels chunky and strong and well put together. So
I'd say it's got sort of like a 3 to 7, 8 year old appeal.
I would think by about 7ish you're saying you've reached the end of it. But we'll try that later, because we are going to try and find some real children to test this with for the full review in the magazine. This is just us having a quick play. Right, well, we're pleased.
Yeah.
We better see how the kids like it.